everyone. No channeled message today. I have been guided to share more of my spiritual journey. And so this is part one. Today I wanted to share with you all how my awakening really began. Not the polished version, but the honest version. Because when I first started to awaken, I genuinely thought there was something wrong with me and that I was losing my mind. I didn't suddenly feel enlightened. I felt very emotional, disconnected from parts of my old life. I felt like I didn't fit in anymore, but I also didn't know where I was going to fit in. And no one talks about the in-between stage. For me, my awakening didn't happen overnight. It has been a long road with a lot of struggles. And it happened in the middle of my ordinary life. I was a people pleaser. I tried to please everyone by neglecting myself and trying to navigate many shaky relationships. But internally, everything was shifting. And it was very scary as I had no one to talk to about it. So 5 years ago, I hadn't even heard of a spiritual awakening, let alone know what it meant. I started noticing synchronicities, white feathers, repeating numbers, and a greater awareness. I really got my eyes opened when I attended a transformational coach for a few sessions. And what she awakened in me, I knew my life was never going to be the same. So then I started questioning everything that I believed, and I began by researching spirituality. I felt pulled towards it in a way I couldn't explain, but at the same time it brought a lot of overwhelm and confusion. There were many moments of excitement, like something magical was unfolding, but there was also long periods of loneliness that I had never experienced in my life. Because when you awaken, you don't just gain awareness. You seem to outgrow everything, and that can feel very destabilizing. So what I have learnt since then is awakening isn't about becoming special. It's about becoming honest with yourself. It's about seeing where you have abandoned yourself over the years, where you've lived on autopilot for so long, where you've been trying to fit into roles that no longer aligned to who you were becoming. And the first step isn't about learning light language or tarot cards or activating your chakras. The first step is all about grounding and preparation, understanding how important getting into a spiritual routine is. By grounding yourself daily, cleansing your space, putting a bubble of protection around you, and daily meditation. It regulates your nervous system and allows you to feel without judging it. It anchors you so you don't become so overwhelmed, and it opens you up to begin your long-awaited healing journey. For me, that looked like simple journaling, walking daily in nature, saying no more often, which was a challenge, listening to my intuition in small practical ways, and slowly I began to realize something. There was nothing wrong with me. I wasn't losing the plot. I was reorganizing. So if you're in that stage right now where your life feels like it's shifting, where you feel overly sensitive or different, you're not broken, and it's okay to go slowly and at your own pace. In this series, I'm going to share the real steps that helped me move from confusion to clarity without losing myself in the process. You really don't need to rush this path. You just have to stay honest on it. So I look forward to bringing you part 2 very soon, and I hope you all have a lovely weekend. Take care for now. Bye.